What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy Spirit here. We're back again with some more of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, y'all. So last time we stopped here, we're about to make passage to Karnak. So I made sure to make it into a good passage, by the way, so we can safely get through without having to get into a fight or in a battle. Then we're going to chart new courses. So we're already at the edge of the map in the Chronos Expanse. So the map is pretty big for the most part, but as you guys see with the lines here, this is the black and white lines. That's the as far as the extent of the Chronos Expanse, so keep that in mind, by the way. So yeah, we tried new courses. There's only one at Nola Septum, which is fine. So there we go. All right, Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, we are in the system of Kiava Gamma, the main industrial world of the Von Vlacius dynasty. However, our astropaths report that attempts to connect Gummer Gaprak have been unsuccessful. But wait, Lord Captain, a new report. Kiava Gamma is sending a request to exchange data. Should we accept it? Accept the transmission. Your command, Lord Captain. Lord Captain, interference detected in compartment Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut up for the rest of the void ship. Oh shit. Start a pick recording. Vicious bridge sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps of everyday scene is interrupted by ear-splitting beeping sound followed by lumens going out in the dim glow of candles and emergency lights. One of the officers in the front cries out, another one falls into his knees, clutching his head over the beeping Vox's shout can only be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We lost contact with all compartments. One of the bridge officers turns to the throne. Alert Captain, the Vox station are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our transmissions are going through. The incoming ones are make it distorted beyond interpretation. Decipher the incoming transmission at all costs. Proceed. A team of encryption experts gets the work. Data others are inserted into the sockets as they are connect to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerics leans over the console. Another one is writing something on the piece of parchment, but then she bursts into maniacal laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another screamed tech priest, who was mid-prayer, tears himself into pieces with his own mechadendrites. More and more lunatics are mutating or mutilating themselves and lunging at others. Portion up the pick recording damage after contact known. Let's see. Coercion executes one of the lunatics and roars in a series of the rest. Let's go string 20. The image of the pick is fuzzy, nothing but glimpses. People shouting, racking the Lord Captain's orders. Within the minutes, the craze of crew members are either dead or bound and unconscious. The officers clustered around the Lord Captain are barely breathing but unharmed. Scrap code. The voice belongs to Ondic Engineer, who has turned to the Lord Captain from his station. We have been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint and is now running through the ship's veins, almost like a preservus. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more, whatever it is that's attacking us. We have a backup procedure that can only circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there is a terminal for an isolated system that might be unaffected. A loud pop. The pipes where the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain's body, slamming straight through the cogitator panel. The pick train spins uncontrollably. The servo skull is jolted by the gust. The pick recorder fogs over the Vox, picking up the crackling electricity and death cry. Gas on the bridge, a junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling the poison air. Gives order to evacuate immediately. Command crew carry on their duties until the very last. We're gonna evacuate. Damn! Oh my god, we failed. Okay, so Corral's test succeeded. Leaning on the support beam, the Lord takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads over towards the goal. Only to him, the service goal follows. The atrium in the state of panic. Silhouettes skitter about in the dark hole, illuminated by only flickering of the emergency lumens. Kurt orders that someone fresh words of prayer can be heard, having lost all communication, and the beheaded ship is withering in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officers. The panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstain on the floor by the terminal. A tech priest is lying heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his ports. The Lord Captain also decides take his chance to restore the terminal. The Lord Captain rips the power key off Tech Priest's mechadendrite, and opens the cover over the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clinging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screens. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up till now. When the machines went out of control, started turning people insane, others, driven by some hateful and poor logic, started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happening on the ship, the situation in the maintenance is the duress. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed the most. He decides to send officers to the part where the situation was going to himself. Richard arrives not a moment too soon. The crew, frightened out of their wits, have already courted the priests of the Homicide and are about to execute them. The Lord Captain attends between the angry mob and the tech priest, his sheer presence already giving the crowd pause. Harshly cutting off any objection to the crew, the road trader orders the officers he gathered on the way to escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post outside the bay, where the tech priests begin to offer desperate prayers to the crippled machine spirits. Whew. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship's nevertheless has returned to normal operations. Life on the bridge is bustling as ever. Even though the people are surrounded by destruction, the senior officers have the situation under control. The people have been organized. The emergency crew has already finished repairing the pipes, and the technomets are setting up cognators in the consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few corpses that are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader runs into the Locksmaster, praise the Emperor. You're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon, all the Voxcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the pick frame, a junior officer completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of affairs on the ship. In the pick recording. Alright, let's close it out. Lord Captain, the situation has been brought under control. More or less, it will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely. The vessel is capable of motion. We may be able to conduct a warp jump. If you feel like we should leave the system, allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mentioned only a few caches that have already been replaced. Kiava Gamma was silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we have exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be obtained by closing distance or even sending an away party to the plane's surface. Time has come to remind you about our agreement, Malachi. I must be present in your entourage during your expedition to Kiava Gamma. I count on your cooperation. The crew is waiting for the instructions, Lord Captain. Kiava Gamma. Alright, so unknown ships here. Let's begin scan. Alright, 50 XP. Matter of fact, let me also check the colony management. Okay, so this is Janus. So we're going to show unavailable projects. Execute that Dargonis. Ah, we got our sword here, the Wasteland Twister. 10 to 25 damage. It's a two-handed weapon, by the way. Most warriors provide more flexibility on the battlefield against close combat enemies, plus 10% parry, -10 to any weapon skill when hit. Alright, Genetic Mercy. It gives us more people. See, Prophets of Water. Frag Grenade. Lord Captain, mines the vehicles are once again in turmoil. In death level, wow, really again? The warders have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies as if crushed by milestones of mining machines. All bodies are convicts. The guards believe that there's a quote of the heretics operating in the ranks of slaves, offering human sacrifices to convicts. This does claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the superintendent to rid the prison of more inconvenient prisoners. The superintendent tried to reason with the mob of slaves, but was mauled instead. The wardens have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would be result in high loss of the workforce. On the other hand, the slaves are already lay down their weapons and cease this violence and repent if the rotator will only demonstrate some compassion towards the plight, possibly reforming some of the punishment. Conduct a thorough investigation. We have to understand slaves. Convicts have revolted against the unbearable actions of their wardens, order them to stop torturing prisoners beyond reason. Exterminate them. Right. Ergonomics, efficiency +2. Good. You know, sometimes I'm a nice person, y'all. Sometimes I'm a shitty person. So, you gotta understand that. Comics will be much weirder use if they kept from sleeping by employing small augmentation. I actually might do that. Test the wills. There are more convicts than work. The surplus can be expelled from their quarries. Over time, they will run wild and harden. For them, it will be impossible for fighters to surface. Which against the unnearing shots feature. Security +2 for all colonies. People ×6. Alright, Fellstone. Lord Cat, there's a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Winter Skull Dynasty domain. The argument broke out near the tomb of the ascetic Nicomedes Keith. The tomb was damaged in a fray. The pilgrims revering Keith's rival, Philippides Malfi, claimed Keith was to be a thief who had stolen the relics of the Saint Cognitus and disturbed the sacrament of his rest place to state his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of the ascetic burial site. One week without water rations, we share that. Let them bring forth the representative and try to negotiate a coexistence. Display impressive zeal. I charge the Order of the Hammer to welcome 100 new rivals to their ranks. Let them learn in other ways and come to accept the distinct path towards revenge. It shall be done, Captain. Alright, so complete Celestial Protector. Holy Gifts, 100%. Alright, so here, Touched by Holiness. We get Complete Speed +2, Prof Factor requirements. Indulgent of Sale, Prof Factor +1, Fellowship of the Void, 2000 RP. What's here? A dwarf planet is marked on the Von Vleischer Protector charts as Alti. It serves as a backup resource of water for inhabitable worlds, neighboring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating the Alto Hydrosphere, the extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago, but much to your surprise, the augurs detected unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably, the excavation is aimed at extracting clay materials near planet's core enriched with iron and other metals. Contact the extracting block stations in a scouting party. Extractium turns out to be Insidia Chorda's latest investment, whose Demesne is located within a few jumps from the Chronic system. While this world is low value to Von Vleischer Dynasty, your officers see this just as an attempt to test boundaries of newly minted Rogue Traders' leniency. Rogue Traders graciously allows Insidia towards defeat only crumbs unworthy of the Von Vleischer, destroy the extractum with a precise shot. Rogue Traders orders behead everyone of illegal mining rig. The Rogue Traders commands that the machines be confiscated and put into the ship's cargo hold. Out across our decks. Love how. Ooh. This is a big battle here, I see. Oh shit. Ships are these Drukari? If it a class ship. Alright. That is a pretty cool planet down there, though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Fire at will.
90% chance to hit, but did that much damage? I call it bullocks. Alright, so boarding party. Hey, I'm gonna use that when I get a chance. That's freaking cool. That's an ultimate ability. Okay. Wow, that's tilting. That is so tilting. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Oh shit. They're going at me, I see. Will death to the infidels. Let's see, I'm going to restart the shields. I might be able to take out to do some damage to these two though. Alright, I'll see. Boarding party. That's badass. So what is that? So Infernal Fires, Serpent's Glory, 2 rounds. So internal fighters, fire ships up some 5 to 10 damage each round. Warp dry damage, duration reduced, speed reduced by 5. Okay, that's fucking badass. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure to have new heading. Okay, so they do have shields. I see that's what that blinking is. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start putting some shielding into right side here. That left me vulnerable. Okay, so never mind. The shield tank. Okay, that's fine.
The spectacle of their glittering ruin.
Yikes.
Keep up the pressure.
Alright, first off.
Salvo.
Let's see. Okay,
Make every shot count.
they're barely in that. Barely in this, okay. Yeah, hell lot of damage, to tell you that. Reloads all microgrenades that are fired.
Salvo!
I love it. Those torpedoes, I think, should not be controlled, but, oh, shit. Okay. What is that orb here? Right now, we're not really able to accelerate. Let's see.
All hands prepare for acceleration.
If they're gonna come for me, they're probably gonna come to the right side again. If anything. Probably about right here.
Take us in. Lance batteries. Volley. Make every shot count.
Damn it.
Let them taste our fury.
Alright, and then go for it. We're gonna up the shields here. Boarding party on the fucking torpedo? That'd be kind of crazy. A dead destination? Scrap 98? Nice. Alright. So now let's go back to our ship here. Let's go. Yeah, repair the hull. Matter of fact, before I even, let me see here. Upgrade RAM, 85 scrap. Yeah, I can do that. Matter of fact, let's go back into... Let's actually, before I even go into the... Nah, we'll go into it. I'll check it later. Alright, so we all leveled up and also Kiava Gamma. Let's go. Kiava Gamma. No summon summary, no personal meeting with Maki. I fear we're too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. My was your mission on Kiava Gamma. I was assuming I would conduct an investigation, track down traces of the cult of the Final Dawn. I believe I can discard the plan now. Both the incident with the scrap code and manner in which we were forced to land on Kiava Gamma indicate that the situation is taking a turn for the worse. Nevertheless, I must use this opportunity to try to determine the cult was doing on an industrial world and what's specifically interesting now on a planet full of sacred machines and servants in the Omnisci. First, we must find someone who can tell us what's been going on here, if that is there is anyone left to speak to. And suggest how to proceed. To start, let's look around and find out why the arrival of the rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuss. To speak plainly, I would not count on the warm welcome at this rate. Better keep your weapon at the ready. Well, nothing by standing here. Let's go. Alright, so we move forward anywhere? Let's go ahead and level up. All right, let's see here. Great. Might have to learn a psycho ability. Recommended features: create an opening. If enemy suffers a critical hit from one of the assassin's allies, start the assassin's turn. Let's see. Gain lethality chance of deal 5% max wounds, more damage to hitting opening. Well, I already have that feature. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with full wounds, the assassin gains plus 20 dodge reduction against the enemy till it's not actually too bad. Defense features, support universal features, archetype. With offensive. The hemorrhage effect applied to death. Whisper deals in just 10. Star Assessor. All enemies that do not have assassin in their line of sight suffer unexpected effect to the end assassin's turn. Investigate 7% hit chance, critical chance. That's an ambush. Heinrich. Always ready. Archmilitary begins combat 2 sex versatility. A Blood Hill. Enduring Shield, Formidable Distraction, Resilient Beacon, critical hits deal less damage to the Vanguard. I think it's time for me to switch out Jay with Cassie for a bit of gameplay time. Whenever a Master Tactician on their allies gain momentum, they gain +1 whenever the Master Tactician or allies lose momentum. Joint Offensive. Master Tactician gains +1 stack of every hit. every hit scored on the enemies. Against all odds, master statistics begins combat additional sex tactical advantage equal to the number of enemies. Oh, you're ret. You're let. What are some of the her offensive, yeah. Arch Militant gains plus 3 bonus critical damage for every stack of versatility. The bonus is kept within Arch Militant's cautious approach. Exploit weakness. For targets. We'll go critical versatility. And alright guys, so before I go anywhere forward into Kiava Gamma, I'm going to go ahead and end this part right here, because I know that it's going to be a long and hefty kind of fight through this entire territory, and I don't want this part to go on for any longer than it has to be. So for you guys to enjoy this part, definitely consider liking and subscribing. Also, please hit that notification bell down below to be notified of any other future part of my series right here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for your support, all that you guys do. Peace out. Much love. Have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.